Welcome to part 2. Right now, trying to keep myself, trying to remember myself, I guess. I'm getting really stressed out. Mum is just we've got to pay, like, to get the car registered and get a green slip and stuff, and that's going to cost $370 something or $380 or something like that, just to get it fixed to be registered, apparently. And then the green slip is going to be $300 and something as well. And I suppose I just have to come to terms with the fact that I'm going to have to help pay that. Which I really don't want to. I guess it is true that... Well, it is true. Desire does indeed at times cause suffering. Think about I said I would give her 100 this week. Maybe, I guess I can give her like 300 in total. I'll give her 100 this week, because I put $100 away. Now I put $100 away each week to pay for bills and stuff, and I guess this is one of them things. So I'll give her 100 this week. Next week I don't know. I should be able to give her 200 next week, I think. I might find out when the next electricity bill is going to come, because they're the big bills. I need to be prepared for that. It'll all work out. Every little thing is going to be alright. So just no worry about it. become aware, or more aware, I realise that. Anyway, things just coming down. Let's see how this goes.
Me soon. Around 2:30 or so. Take that TV and stuff to the tip.
I should be able to give you $200 next week, so I can give you $300 in total, if that's right.
Yeah.
Also, can you come here? Do you have any idea when the next electricity bill and like all the bills that are going to be coming up are going to be due? Like, have you got our last electricity bill so you can look at that and then sort of work out when we
go?
can?
Months ago, so I got probably a couple of months. Usually comes again around Christmas.
Okay. You don't have any phone bills or anything?
I just got the phone bill. It was $124.
Because what I do now is every pay that I get, like I give you $100 each week, and I only started doing it this week, but I'm going to put away $100 every week and just keep it aside for bills.
Yeah, that's what I used to do. I used to know when things come up and I would have the money for it. But that was, you know, at a time when you actually had money.
Don't you get money off, like, doesn't Bray get?
He's only just started paying in the last few months. And then
what?
He's only just started.
Who's
Graham.
Why are we talking about him?
Because you just mentioned Bree.
I meant like for like Ozstudy or whatever it's called. Doesn't she get money from Centrelink?
No.
Why not? I did.
Yeah, you've got to be 16.
Yeah.
And apparently now the rules changed on the 1st of January that instead of her going on a youth allowance, it goes on a family tax benefit, which I get, which is the same amount as the youth allowance.
So it's really going to work out the same because you would have gotten the money anyway.
Yeah, but my pension runs out at the end of February.
So you'll be on the dole.
Virtually, if I can't get on to the disability, which I'm still trying to get onto. And if I can't, then I'm going to go to Peel Valley and
There's got to be some
see
sort
if
of
they're going to...
work that you could be capable of doing. Wouldn't have to be very physical or anything.
No, but the trouble is, my fatigue, it wouldn't matter whether I was sitting at a desk.
Yeah, but you
My
have to
fatigue
sit
is
anyway, so you may as well work.
Yeah, but my fatigue's at a point where I can't always think. And I'm tired.
Do you take stuff to get your brain jogging?
Doesn't matter. It's the
What doesn't
fibromyalgia.
No, but you can take stuff to stimulate your brain and help your brain work. Like caffeine.
I can't have a lot of caffeine because
Why?
I've got antidepressants.
Go off of them.
I can't.
Why not? You're
Because
probably
my
addicted to them.
depression is too bad. A lot of times I feel suicidal on medication, let alone bloody off it.
Yeah, but it's because you're dependent on it.
I need it.
See?
I would be more of a basket case if I didn't have medication.
Generally what drug addicts say.
Oh, and you would know?
Mm.
Antidepressants helps the chemical balance in my head. So it's got
That's what
nothing
drugs
to do
do.
with... Yeah, but...
I'm just trying to get you to open your mind, that's all. I'm not saying what
I
you're doing
would
is
be
bad.
worse.
I'm not saying
I
what
spent 20 odd years off antidepressants, and I was always more depressed than I am now.
Yeah. I'm not saying what you're doing is wrong. Just understand that. Anyway. Anyway, it's all going to be good. I'll give her money for the car. It's getting hot. So apparently in a half an hour or so we're going to go to the tip and take our old TV to the dump. So I put my old TV out there obviously as it's not hanging there anymore. Also decided, as you can probably notice, not to put it on the wall because it was too far away from where I was sitting on the bed and it was on a slight angle. Not that dramatic, but it was on a slight angle and I didn't like it. And it's even still on a slight angle there. I think the floor's not straight, so the TV unit's a bit crooked, but no biggie. It's pretty good. It's actually really sweet. Playing PlayStation in full HD now. And it's like closer to me. Like using the computer over there is really cool. I have to zoom in on stuff like if I'm sitting back. Like on Facebook and stuff because I can't read text, but for just like watching YouTube and hopefully playing games. I don't know how it's going to work out playing lots of games on there, but we'll see how it goes. But like I'll soon be able to save up and get some money to replace this monitor. But anyway, that's obviously going to be a bit delayed now due to this car issue. But that's okay. We do need a car. I do use it. I do see the benefits in doing it. I guess I just feel like I don't really, because it's her car, like, I know this is a bit, like, this is selfish of me, but, I guess I've been more into, like, hearing more about Satanism and stuff in the past couple of days has sort of brought that out in me, because that's how I used to think. But anyway, I guess I think that because it's her car, I shouldn't have to pay for it. But that's... no, I do. I do need to pay for it. I do use the car. I get, like, if we didn't have the car, I wouldn't be able to do a lot of the stuff that I do. I'd have to ride my bike everywhere, and I don't want to do that. But I only have to pay half. It's not as if it's my own car. Like, when I get my own car, I would have to pay all of it, like if it was my own car. So I guess I should feel grateful about that. But I've been thinking lately, I want to get a motorbike. They're a bit cheaper to buy, like a good quality bike. is cheaper than a good quality car, as far as I'm concerned, or no. I'd have to look into it when I actually go to buy one, because I have no idea what make or model I would be buying. I don't know much about motorbikes, but the idea is there, and it's still a fair way away. It'd be like at least a year before I got one. But it's just a thought at the moment. Sort of getting my... This is another thing, I haven't really been paying much attention to Magic lately, like... Well, I have, but, like... I thought the other night, I do a lot of, like, just daydreaming, I guess, where I'll... this is what I've observed anyway. I'll be like, I won't really be doing much, but I'll be constantly ticking over in my mind, asking myself, what am I doing? What am I doing? Like, when I was high last night, and I got sort of more nervous, like, that wouldn't exit my brain. I got so high last night. Although, like, I was panicking a bit though, so it wasn't really that enjoyable. Like, if I was in more of a pleasant mood, it would have been good, but anyway, so yeah, like, I have moments where I daydream, but then I ask myself, what am I doing? And I always have to be sort of aware of what I'm doing, and it makes me sort of nervous. Whereas I just have to realize that it's okay to daydream. If I didn't daydream, if I didn't dream at all, or have dreams, it's not saying it's okay to dream all the time. I don't want to do that. Then you're just asleep. But, like, it is okay to have times where that's what you're doing, but where you sort of have control of it. You just have to focus your will, but, like, I have to practice this. Like, I'm sort of preaching to myself at the moment. I'm sort of just, obviously, because I am just talking to myself. Unless, I don't know. Magic. I haven't been working much magic lately, or not, like, not how much I should be doing it, or at least focusing on it, focusing my will. With these daydreams that I have, where I'm just sort of thinking, but not really doing stuff, but at the same time, I'm thinking of what I'm doing, which is essentially nothing, because I keep ticking over in my mind that we don't do anything, because that's what they just like. That's what it says in the Fourth Way a lot. But I have to understand that I can't be constantly doing something. It'd be too taxing on my body. I need to sit, like, stay still and rest, and just dream, like, just think. But then harness my will, I guess, and focus those dreams. I need to still remain focused, but not on just constantly what I'm doing right now. I sort of need to leave that behind. Leave that whole notion behind. So sort of look at it and she's like, wow. So yeah, use the daydreams to impact my life. Like, for example, I was sort of thinking about stuff that I could do, like, over here, I've got all my empty bottles, my alcohol bottles. While I was high last night, I was thinking of different, like, trying to think outside the box a bit, and it worked. Like, I was more creative in what I could do with them. They just sit there, and do nothing. Like, they're on show, really. That's what they're there for at the moment. But I'm not really using them to their full potential. I thought I could use them just as bottles, because once I drink the alcohol out of them, all I'm left with is an empty bottle. Why am I not using these bottles for things? Like, I would love to take one of these bottles. Doesn't really matter which one, like whichever one I choose. This, for example, or even like if I was to just take like this, for example, and it's still got a bit of vodka in it, but like an empty vodka bottle and just fill that with water and use it as a water bottle. That would be an awesome water bottle. That's sort of what I mean. I need to think about outside the box a bit. But that is a good vodka too, actually, by the way. This vodka bottle, I remember, was... I think it might have been the last time I got drunk on... Like, drunk, not drank. Last time I got drunk on... Really drunk on vodka. That was at a party at Riley's place. It was a little while ago, like maybe mid last year or something. I don't know when exactly, but it was last year, and I drank. I think I had a bit of help, but I pretty much drank like all of it. Like, that bottle was full at the start of the night, and then it made its way down to that. I didn't drink all of it though. Like, I had a bit of help, as I said, but I probably drank 3/4 of it or something. Then we ended up going out to the MP afterwards, and I remember a little bit of it, but yeah, that was a pretty messy night. And then I woke up in the morning on Riley's couch. It was only a 2-seater, so I was like really sort of scrunched up on it, and I still had everything in my pocket, and my ass hurt from like the wallet and stuff. And then I pretty much just got up. I had my drum kit there next to me because we were jamming there the night before. I pretty much just went straight out the front of his house and threw up and drove home. I probably shouldn't have driven home, but I didn't live very far away from Riley, so I figured it would be alright. And it was. But, and then I went back later that night or the next day or something and got my drum kit. But, yeah. Anyway, that's a random story involving this bottle. But I might use that as a water bottle. It's got a little bit of vodka in it left though, so I'll drink that first. But, I'll probably do it today. I want to take my bottles, most of them, not all of them, but I want to take my bottles off the shelves and use the shelves for something else, because I am running out of room. I need more space for games and books. Like, I've got other stuff in the other room, like my magazines and stuff. I could probably bring them all in here and maybe put the bottles in the other room. Or, I don't know. I just need to do something else with them. I don't really want them out, but I thought I could also put some of my... Because I've been wanting a dresser, like a chest of drawers, to put like jeans and socks and all that shit in there. But what I could do is put maybe jeans, I've got them now, below all my shirts and stuff on that shelf behind my bed, but I could probably move them and put them on a shelf, like, just away there, like, put all my jeans and shit there, so that they're out of the way. But yeah, I'll figure something out. Yeah, this video's gone for quite a while, so I'm gonna stop it at that. I do have one more thing I want to say, but I don't know if I'll just say it later. I wanted to also start doing videos on YouTube. I want to make a daily video blog, I guess, like Cam Every Day. I want to have something like that, and the videos would pretty much be just like this. But obviously I'd have to keep them YouTube friendly, I guess. Like I wouldn't be able to talk about drugs, or I wouldn't be able to talk about everything that went in my life. I don't want everyone knowing everything. But I could talk about stuff like that's on my mind. Like the last pretty much 15 minutes of this video, or however long, I haven't paid that much attention, but yeah, just talk about stuff like that I'm doing in my life. That's pretty much what I want it to be, but it won't be as it probably wouldn't be as entertaining as something like Cam Every Day. At least not until I get a camcorder. I want to save up and get an actual camcorder and make videos of me going around like and doing shit. But until then, it'd be just limited to videos like this. And with the USB extension cable, I'm going to be able to set my camera up on that monitor. So I'll probably make some video blogs like this from my bed. But anyway, that doesn't really matter. Just yeah, this video's gone too long. Bye.